Morning, guys. Hold on a second. I'm gonna show. I'm trying to check this tree out. It has a big knot with a hole in it, and I want to see. It looked like it had a set of eyes in it, but I can't. That's as far as I can zoom. Look on the side. Look at that little brown face right there on the side. You see it? See it right there? You see the eyes and the pointy nose and a perfectly round head? I knew something was drawing me to this hole on this tree. And then look at the X. There's their language right there. Isn't that amazing? How I just literally got out of the truck. I just got out of the truck and come not 10 feet, and then something told me to look up. Look at the X. That's crazy. All right. Sorry for jumping all around. I had to get my coffee. Yeah, I'm drinking my coffee. That always gets me every time, doesn't it? All right, guys. I'm up at the public land. I wanted to go in. This is the backside, not the side, the new spot, the new side. This is the backside. I want to go in and see if the peanut butter was ever, the last jar of peanut butter, did they find it? Yeah. The other thing is, I wanted to announce, I posted it on my community page. Got rather exciting announcement to make. For me, it's exciting. I'm overwhelmed. I'm blown away. I'm honored. ORD3, he invited me to come live on his channel tonight at 9 o'clock. I guess kind of like an interview slash just, you know, comparing notes with one another. Guys, you know me. I've never done anything like this before, and I'm just blown away. When he offered me to come on his page, I was just in, you know, I was just, oh, I'm like, wow, you know, what, I don't know. I guess what I'm trying to say is, I didn't think it would go this far. I didn't think it would be this awesome. You know what I don't know the words. How I'm trying to explain it, other than I'm so blown away and honored that somebody would even look my way and invite me to come on their channel. Like, it's amazing. And Mike from Long Island Bigfoot, he told me this a while ago. He's like, bro, he said, this area, this field, it's amazing. It's an amazing thing. You're going to see so much. You're going to learn so much, you know, as long as you allow yourself, you know, stay positive and ignore the riprap and the haters, you know. He didn't say it in that 100% way, but, I mean, that's what he meant, the way I took it. And he's right. Man, the things and the I've seen and the people I've met, you guys are freaking awesome. You know, I like I told you guys, I've worked the streets for a long time, very long time, and I haven't met a greater group, nicest bunch of people ever, my whole entire career, than I have on my page. You guys are awesome. I wish I could have met people like you on a daily. It would have made my job a whole lot easier. But hey, it is what it is. You know, I'm just grateful to have you guys. You guys are freaking awesome. I love you guys. And like I always tell you, there's a workboat going out of the river. Let me show you guys. That's awesome. My whole family worked on the water, crabbing, oystering, fishing. And that's a workboat. That's a commercial. It's actually a commercial crab boat that they probably oyster out of it, pull fish nets, perch nets, catfish nets, pound nets, drift nets. I see it's got a rig up by the cabin. But yeah. And actually that's probably his net. See all the poles? right here beside him as he's going out. That's probably his nets. I'm not saying for sure, but that guy where that boat's just left from, the dock that he just left from, there's probably 5 or 6 boats docked there. And yep, he's swinging around, so that is him. These guys work hard. It's a hard, strenuous job. I mean, it's hard on the back, the legs. It's very cold in the wintertime. And majority of boats don't have heat in the cabin. A majority of them, not all of them, but a majority of them. And the ones that don't have heat in the cabin, the only heat that you can resort to are the outside exhaust muffler or pipe. And you got to stand by it or put your hands on the pipe if you got gloves on, and just try to stay warm. Very cold. Your face feels like it's going to freeze off. I was on my grandfather's boat, and after this, I'm going to get back into Bigfooting. I remember leaving out of the creek one morning, dead winter time. It was like middle of January. And my grandfather was breaking ice with the boat as he was going out. It was very cold. And as he broke the ice and was cutting a path through, the water was, the ice was breaking. You could see the water. Well, I looked behind the boat, and the water was freezing right back up. That's how cold it was. And I think after that, I didn't go back out in the wintertime for a long time. It was cold. And just imagine them old timers, our ancestors. They didn't, a lot back when my grandfather and great grandfather had boats, they didn't even have engines. They sailed like skipjacks, Wasn't until later on that they could afford engines. But anyway, all right, I'm gonna get back to what I'm here for. I just figured you guys would enjoy seeing these guys head out. It's Monday morning. I forgot to say that. It's Monday morning, about 6:30. There's another one. It's hard to see, I know, through and then I can't zoom but where I'm at, so. Anyway, let's get back to what I'm doing here. Now that everything in the woods knows I'm here, well, they knew it before I even pulled in, but you know what I'm saying. I see something. Hold on. Hold on, guys. I see something right there. It could be shadow because the sun is peeking in that area pretty hard. Yeah, so back to the announcement. It'll be tonight, ORD 3 and then ORD 2. He's got 2 channels. Go into my community page or community section and you'll see the post I put up, and it'll show you the links to come on to watch us live. If you got time, man, everyone come on over, hang out with us, and it'd be awesome to have y'all over communicating with us and listening in or whatever. My subs are always welcome wherever I'm at. You're more than welcome to be there as well. And I just thought that it would be nice to invite you guys in, or at least let you know that I'm going to be over on his page tonight at 9 o'clock Eastern time. All right, I'm going to head on down. Wow, man, I'm seeing all these trees being drug in, like right there. Like, now you tell me what did that. Look how that's, and you can see, well, you can on camera, it's hard. Anyway, I was gonna say, you can see where these 2 sticks were put together. Like it's like a boundary. Well, that tree was drug in here, and then you can see where something stood. Like all right here, it's all flat and mashed down, but you can see the mud on this where it was stuck in the ground and it was snapped. See the mud on the end of it? You can't tell me that. Look, okay, it might have fell out of one of these trees, but I don't see where. And that's a different kind of, that's a poplar limb, poplar tree, okay? There's no poplars right here directly around me except for right there and way down there a little bit. No, the rest of these are locusts, cherries, oaks, rock oak. So, and then there's a nice break up there, a break right there. But there's something going on here. You can't tell me that's wind damage. I don't think so. And then this structure right here is becoming more and more. You can see what they got going on. They built a boundary over there. This is all structured in. I mean, very interesting. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna get rid of this coffee. I just wanted to make sure. I've been getting coffees from Dunkin', and I've been finding coffee grounds in my coffee, and I cannot stand that. Only because I'm not bitching. Only because you can feel it like get lodged in your throat, like it's gross, you know. And how many coffees do they make a day? You know what I mean? It's like you can't. I don't know. Whatever. Let me set. I forgot my. I knew I forgot something. That's why I'm so shaky. I forgot my gimbal. Bear with me, guys. I gotta lean you up against the thing real quick here, so I can get a couple things done before so I can get adjusted here and get my coffee cup put in my pocket and all that good stuff. All right, I'm back. Let me get this other glove off because I have gloves on, but I thought I was gonna need them, but I don't. All right, guys, we're going in. I apologize taking up so much of your time just standing around, but yeah. I hope you guys got the time to come on over tonight. I know it's gonna be it's gonna be at 9. I know a lot of people Monday nights, everybody's tired from going, first day back to work. I get it. But it was Monday. Today was the best day for him and I. And, I think 9 o'clock in reality is actually better. Whoa. I don't know what that was. That's a big trident tree. Look at that limb stuck. Can I zoom up? Look how that limb's up in the top of that tree just sitting there. Actually, it's like locked. It's locked in right there. I don't know. I heard something shuffle around. But I think 9 o'clock I thought would be a good time because of the simple fact that everybody's calming down, getting settled in. They got their showers, got their dinner in them. Families coming together, sitting back and relaxing. I just figured 9 would be a great time for everybody just to sit back and watch. You know what I'm saying? So, but I do apologize if it's not a good time or a good night for you. It will be posted, after the fact, obviously. So, let's see. This is that's the other little tree that got drug in there. I had a guy come on and say the other day I was talking about ospreys like making noises flying over me or whatever, and I made the comment that it was an osprey, and he said that this guy came on and said that that's not an osprey, it was an eagle. It flew right in front of your lens. So I went back and I checked it, and it was an eagle. I don't know how I missed it. It was a big eagle. He flew right over my head, or right in front of my face, in front of the camera, like the guy said. And so my apologies to that. Sometimes I get them wrong. I always thought those sounds were actually ospreys, but I didn't know eagles actually make noises like that too. So, or is it only eagles that make that sound? You know what I'm trying to say. All right, we're up here at the stick structures, and I want to see real quick if anything's changed. Nothing's changed as far as the bigger stuff. Now I'm gonna look around at the base and stuff and see. Everything's still the same. I don't see, well, wait a minute. I don't know. This one's been here. Okay, I remember that now. Now I want to see. This is all still the same. Oh, wait a minute. I think this one's added in. This one here has been added. That's a new one. I know that to be a fact. And so is this curved one right here. That's new, but that X is still there. I guess you could call it an X. There's actually, if you pay real close attention and really observe it, or investigate this area, these different little sticks, there's some interesting things going on here. And then there's one I want to show you up here. Okay, this is new. There's a Y stick, like a welcome me in, or saying that, I guess what we were talking about was they're okay with me coming in, that it's okay. And then there's something blue there on the ground. That's one of their trademarks, I guess you could call it. And then there's this one that could have fell, but this is all the same except for this one right here that was not there, because I remember this other stick. But those three in the middle, that I see that everywhere I go, more so than often, and it's got to be something tied into their language. It has to be. I see it everywhere. This is where I seen that being, and you guys saw it too. Actually, we saw a couple things going on up in there that day. And yeah, so all right guys, I'm gonna head back here and check out. Remember, I put I took the peanut butter from the teepee and I put it down further, down past this teepee, in a crotch of I think it was a triple tree and a trident. I can't remember. It was either a double or a triple. And my main goal this morning, the reason why I was coming up here, is to see if they found it and got it and finished it up, because it was only about a quarter left in that jar. That's the jar they were going in and dipping their fingers in and eating what they wanted and then putting the lid back on. It was amazing. It blew my mind when I first found it, to where they were doing that. Look how they got that. Look how they started that. That's new. That was not like that. And if it was, I just didn't. I usually see all that kind of stuff, you know. And then look, there's a fresh break on that tree. These trees, this all looks new to me. But I'm not going to say 100%. I can't say 100%, but I just know it looks different. All right, guys. I had another dream the other night. It was strange. I think it was Saturday night. Friday into Saturday, or Saturday morning. I don't know. The only thing I recall is just remembering it like 11 o'clock Saturday morning, as I had made my coffee and was sitting there, you know, just trying to wake up. And I remembered some details. See that? I don't know if you can see my finger. Yeah, right there. Could be shadow. But I'm also noticing that there's shadow behind that dark spot. If you see back there on the hill, it's actually shadowing whatever's there. I think that's shadow, unless it's a patch of grass. I can't tell. Yeah, so yeah, it was a pretty interesting dream. I've never had one like that, and it was a dream about them, the bigger beings. And I've been expecting it since the first dream, and I don't know if it's just their way of telling me that, hey, you know, be alert, because we're going to be talking to you some more or giving you some more sign. You know, I don't know. But it was kind of strange this time. And I'll explain it more. I might save it for tonight's talk. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, the cupcake's still here. It's still there. And I'm gonna tell you what. Look at all these new. Well, what was that? Something just moved like big time back here. Hold on, guys. Oh wow! It looked like I had an orb in front of me. I don't know if you guys could see it on your end. I just had something right over in that area. Like whatever it was, it sounded like 2 feet shuffling, and I could be very wrong. I mean, I just know I heard something, and it was louder than a squirrel. Now my camera's glitching, zooming in and out. I don't know if it's doing it on y'all's end. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can see it on your end. You see how the sun's coming up, and you could see up into the thicket really good. I like it. That's when that sun hits about that area. That's when it's really good to look up in there, and you can see things a whole lot better, because that area is usually real dark. I don't even care what time of day it is. You generally can't see a lot up in the greens. Look at that right there on that tree. Sorry, right there. Doesn't that look like a head with 2 eyes and a nose, like just resting on that limb looking at me? Isn't that strange? And then if you look behind it, there's an X high up, just like that X. So, but yeah, something's been in and out of here pretty good. I mean, there's all kinds. You hear that woodpecker? That thing is going to town. And then I showed, there's a stick leaning on that log. That's pretty interesting. Remember I showed this log freshly snapped. Now it doesn't look as much or as fresh as it did when I found it, and it's only been a few days, maybe a week. Listen. Can you guys hear that? It's like a real soft, long ways, like distant. Like, I don't know, not quite a scream, but like a yelp. Like, that's what I'm hearing. And it doesn't sound like a rabbit or a squirrel. It's deeper than that. But yet, I don't know, but yet lighter. You know what I'm saying? Almost like a woman or a child. Listen. I don't know, that's weird. It stopped again. I just noticed it. Listen. Every time I say listen, it stops. Look at that hole. I just noticed that. Unless I don't remember. It's the first time I ever noticed that, though. I do remember looking up in the top of this. Alright, I want to get down here and look at this other. Let's see if they found it. I don't think I'm going to go all the way back, guys. I'm still gun shy from... I don't know. I just don't feel comfortable going back there yet. There's an X right here. That was the first X I found on the place when I first came in. When I first walked it. Oh my God, it scared the living daylights out of me. Jeez, oh flip. See how on edge I am? That's not normal for me. I normally don't walk around this uptight, you know. My whole demeanor changes when I break up from over that hill. You know what I mean? Like I go. It's like I switch gears. I get ready for. It's almost like I get ready for the worst or something, and I don't like feeling like that. Okay, there's a woodpecker, but I just heard something else. There's the structure that I was here. I think it was put here a week. I think we found it a week prior to me putting the peanut butter here. I don't know which tree I put the peanut butter on. Let me see. I think it's not this one. It's this one up here, I believe. I don't know what that is. I don't know. See that dark spot? I just seen it and figured there goes my screen glitching again. Yeah, I want to see if the peanut butter's been taken. It's still there. Okay. Oh, look, there's some things against the tree here. Some different things. They weren't there. They're freshly snapped too. I'm back on that. Something keeps telling me to look up. It's been the last few times I've been back here too. It's not a bad thing. It's just I don't ever recall doing it. You know, something telling me this much. Okay, let me see. I want to look inside real quick, guys, and see. Oh, it's tight. I didn't put it that tight on there. Okay, hold on. They put a hurting on that. Look how you can see where they scooped the walls. Look at that big scoop down in there. Look at the one even deeper down in there. Isn't that awesome? So I'm gonna put this back on just one little turn. I did not put that on there that tight. Unless somebody found it, you know what I mean, and did that. I don't think so though, because I would have figured. The ones that I expect to find it are either the dog walkers or the ranger, or different rangers. And if the rangers find it, I just see them throwing it away. I even see some of the walkers throwing it away. Because I was telling you, this was one of the locations where I had somebody say they insinuated that I was trashing the place. So then I changed up my whole area where I was putting out gifts. And since then, I haven't had any issues. But I made her I tried to make her understand that I wasn't there for that, and I wasn't trying to trash anything up. But I also, in the same hand, couldn't tell her what I was doing, because you could just tell that she wasn't on that page, or I just felt like the energy I was getting from her, that she wasn't in the right mindset to listen to any of my Bigfoot stories or elemental story. You know what I mean? Big people, little people. She just wasn't gonna have it if I brought it up, so I didn't even say anything. I just did the best I could to try to get her to believe that I was not there to ruin the woods or earth, that I was there for better reasons. And man, there's a lot of water up in here now. Usually there's no water here. Yeah, so anyway, I'm babbling on. I'm gonna let this one go. I'm gonna start a new one. You guys, I'm gonna ask you real quick. see, I want your opinion. Do you think I should continue back and go back to the second gifting area and see if they got my rock, or should I stay out of there? And I'm not going to go back there today, but once, because I go off you guys all the time, more so than you even could imagine. And if you guys say go back here, I'm going back there. If you guys say stay away from here, I'm staying away from here. So I know I ask a lot of you guys. If you guys feel like it and you want to weigh your opinion in, please. I'm ready. I'm all ears. I'm ready to hear what you guys think, what you got to say about it. And I know a lot of you are going to say go with your instinct, your gut instinct, gut feeling, or whatever. And I have, but I also like to go off of other people that are familiar with me and get this. You vibe off. We vibe off each other's energy, so it's just as good. Look at that. Look at that loop or that arch. It goes like this, and it's actually tied into that tree. That's pretty cool. And it actually kind of has an X tied in with it. You know what I mean? Like right there, zoop. So, all right. Yeah. If you guys want to weigh in on it, tell me. If you don't, that's fine too. I'm gonna walk up a little bit, but I'm not gonna go down over that hill there and go to the next hill. I'm gonna go walk up here a little bit and see if I can get a shot over to the other gifting spot. It's kind of hard right now because that sun's like right in my face. Let's see. The tree's right. I can see the tree from here. The tree is right there. That's that big tree with the dark spot at the bottom of the. That's the tree, my other gifting spot. But that's as far as I can zoom. I know my camera should be here any day, so just bear with me, guys. There it is. It's a little bit better, but there it is right there. That's the rotten beech tree, and I always put stuff right there. And then there's the log in front of it. I just wanted to see if I seen anything from this distance that was out of the ordinary. I know my camera's going crazy. It's focusing in and out on its own. All right, look, I'm going to jump off and start a new one. If you guys haven't already, hit that subscribe, like, and share. I appreciate it. See you guys on the next one.